The 2016 NBA Summer League is over, and I have my observations and recap for you guys. You're watching the MJ Take here on Sports Fan Entertainment. Hello and welcome to the MJ Take here on Sports Fan Entertainment. The 2016 NBA Summer League is over. I have my observations from the Summer League, but let me just say this. Alright, so on Twitter, and you should follow me, by the way, at the MJ Take, people love to come at me whenever I tweet something about the Summer League, telling me it doesn't matter. Well, let me tell you something. Hashtag Summer League matters because, man, let me tell you, think about it in this perspective, right? Especially when it comes to the rookies. Like Brandon Ingram, like Ben Simmons, like Buddy Hield, like Jamal Murray. These are the best teams they've faced thus far in their lives. Brandon Ingram plays for Duke, right? Duke plays Wake Forest and UNC and Louisville. These college teams can't even compare to the average Summer League team because on Louisville, on Wake Forest, on UNC, only 4 players might ever even play in the Summer League. So these Summer League teams are really good teams. The best teams that these college players have played, these freshman rookie players have played against. So when you look at that, you get an opportunity to see them go up against a higher level of talent than they were even playing in college. The only thing that can be a little ambiguous there is, okay, so if you were great in Summer League, like Trey Lyles averaged about 29 points per game, that doesn't mean you're going to average 29 points per game in the NBA, but it does mean you're a player. If you can do that in the Summer League, you're a damn player in the NBA. You have a spot in the NBA, and if you struggle in Summer League, you're damn right. You're going to struggle early on in the NBA because this is just the beginning of it. So we really can take a lot of things away from the Summer League, and I think it really gives you a great indication of how these players would do, especially early on. I remember last year, D'Angelo Russell struggled in Summer League. He struggled in the NBA to start out. I remember last year, Emmanuel Mudiay showed us exactly who he was going to be. Karl Anthony Towns showed us exactly who he was going to be, but he even grew as the season went on. But who he was in the Summer League was who he was in October. Jahlil Okafor, who he was in the Summer League, was pretty much who he was all year round. The Summer League gives us a great look at how these players will be early on, and then the potential after that, it's up to them, but I think it gives us a great indication. So with that said, enough of the talk. Let's talk about the Summer League. Let's start with some Laker stuff because I'm a Laker fan, so let's talk about those players real quick. Brandon Ingram, the number 2 pick in this year's draft, was a little bit streaky, and I talked about this in my scouting report of him that I gave out back in June or May, that he can do this, that he can shoot over 50% for a number of games, but then he can shoot under 30% for a number of games. So you saw a game where he shot over 50%, and then a game where he was 0 for 5, and a game where he was like 2 for 7, and then the last game where he was 9 of 13. So really up and down, he needs to be a little more consistent, but at the end of the day, his field goal percentage was 41%, which is a tad bit low, but not too low, especially considering the fact that he was a mainstay at 2 guard. And I was trying to tell you people that, guys, he can play 2 guard, and not only can he just play it, I think he is a 2 guard at the NBA level, because yes, he's long, but that doesn't limit your ability to play 2 guard. In fact, it makes you a damn good 2 guard. Kobe Bryant was the tallest 2 guard in the league, and how good of a 2 guard was he for us? So even though Brandon Ingram is 6'9", I don't care. He can play the 2 guard. He's mobile enough. He's agile enough. I mean, he's not a great athlete, but with the length making up for that, I think he'd play the 2 guard. I'd put him there. But anyway, 12.2 points per game, some nice rebounds, had a couple steals. The blocks, he had 2 in the first game, none in the other 4 games. So I'd like to see him get some more blocks, use that length. And the big thing, finishing at the rim, finishing against contact. He's been struggling with that in the Summer League. He needs to get better with that. Fine, you're not that strong. Okay, you have to be crafty. Okay, you have to be inventive. You have to figure out ways to get it in the rim, finish at the rim, getting some contact also at the rim, getting to the free throw line more consistently. We move on to D'Angelo Russell, who looked really good. I think is going to average over 19 points per game in the NBA regular season. He's going to be the highest scoring player on the Los Angeles Lakers for now, until Brandon Ingram can hopefully grow within the next 3 years. And he really impressed me. Shot over 47%, had the game-winning 3, rebounds, assists, little low, but he's getting rebounds, so that's nice to see. Steals, okay, good amount there as well, so he's really coming along. Larry Nance, very, very versatile, looking like a more athletic Draymond Green. And I know those are big words. I mean, I'm not saying he's going to be as good as Draymond Green, but, man, he looked really good. I mean, he was flying around out there. He was getting steals, blocks, had 2.8 steals per game, 1.8 blocks per game, really coming along nicely. He really will be a good player off the bench this year for the Lakers. And if Julius Randle is struggling, he may even start. And then that was it for the Laker talk, pretty much. Oh, and also Ivica Zubac, the second-round pick, 32nd pick overall. Really, really impressive shot. 64.7%. Really had some nice post moves down low. My only problem with him right now, down low in terms of his post-game offense, a lot of times when you throw the ball down there, it doesn't come out. But he still makes it. Like, he's been double-teamed back down there. I'm like, dude, you're not Shaq. You passed the ball out, but he still finished. I was like, oh, okay, Ivica Zubac. But, you know, pass it out. Yeah, three-point shooters all over you. Get used to using them. You know, I think in Croatia he didn't have to do it much, but now you should. But anyway, very impressed with him. He looks like an absolute steal. We move on. Let's talk about around the league now. Ben Simmons first overall pick looked really good. I thought he was going to be an all-star coming into the draft. I still believe this. But with that said, I still believe that Brandon Ingram will prove to be the better player, and here's why. And by the way, I was on record with this before the Lakers picked or even had the second pick. I was on this, okay? So here's why. The problem is with Ben Simmons, okay, he's going to get great assists. I mean, we're talking Jason Williams, Jason Kidd, Steve Nash-esque assists. I mean, these are going to be highlight plays, and it's going to be fantastic. He's going to get rebounds. He's going to get steals. He's very good at stealing the ball. Very good rebounder. I think I already said that. Anyway, the problem is, I don't think he has great scoring potential in the NBA. I don't think he's ever going to get 50. I don't think he's going to get 40 more than a handful of times. I think he's never going to average more than 25 points per game. And that matters to me because when we're talking about you being a potential top 5 player in the NBA, you kind of need to be doing that, especially if we're talking about you leading a championship team. I'm not convinced he can be the best player on a championship team. Now, the Sixers, though, I don't think they care because they're just trying to get to the finals. Or not even the finals, just to the playoffs. And he'll get you there. Like Jason Kidd, like Steve Nash, who won MVPs, he'll get you there. He'll pass you there. He'll do everything he needs to do to get you there. But you're going to need another guy that can get the ball in the fourth quarter and can take over because it can't be him. Because at the end of the day, all he can really do is drive and draw a foul and then maybe hit a post jump shot a little bit. But, I mean, he's never going to be a LeBron in terms of scoring 27, 28, scoring 50 on occasions, just being unstoppable. He's not that aggressive, and I don't think he's that good offensively scoring-wise. I think he's going to be I said in my scouting report he'd average 21 in 5 years. I'm sticking with that. I don't think it's ever going to be more than 25. While I think Brandon Ingram has the potential for 25, 26, 27, 28. And I think that, to me, that's more attractive for me. You know, but it's up to you. Tomato, I like the tomato. So anyway, he's very good. He's going to be an all-star. Again, he's going to be great. The guys I just talked about are making the Hall of Fame. Steve Nash, Jason Kidd, they're going to make the Hall of Fame. He's a 6'10", Steve Nash or Jason Kidd with more rebounding skills, really. But, man, I don't know if he's ever going to be that top 5 player in the NBA. We move on. Jaylen Brown. So, Jaylen Brown was a little deceiving. If you look at the highlights, you'll be like, hey, this guy's good. And if you look at the stat line, initially you'll be like, yeah, he's good. He's better than we thought he'd be. But if you look a little deeper, you say, well, maybe he's not very good. He only shot 32.8%. And this was with drawing a lot of fouls. I mean, I don't know if there's another player in the Summer League that got fouled as much as Jaylen Brown, that took more free throws than Jaylen Brown. So if you take away a lot of those free throw and foul calls, this field goal percentage would be even less. He's not very good shooting right now. He's a very good defender. Had 2.8 steals per game. Oh, that's very good. But, man, I don't know if he's ever going to be... I mean, I'll tell you right now, I don't think he's ever going to be a 20-point-per-game guy. I think Andre Iguodala early in his career, but Iguodala ended up having more upside than Jaylen Brown, I think, ever will. I think he's going to be a good player, but just not good enough to justify that number 3 pick. Kris Dunn, fantastic. I mean, absolutely fantastic. Kris Dunn, Minnesota Timberwolves. This guy's so good. And he was my number 3 prospect in the draft. I think that's where he deserved to be, even after this. But, man, he's great. I told you he was going to be an all-star, and I think he's... I mean, I know this is just Summer League, but I think he's proven it. I mean, seriously, 24 points per game, 54.3 field goal percentage, 7 rebounds, point guard. He's a damn rookie, and he's killing it. I mean, this guy was going toe for toe with Emmanuel Mudiay on the first game of Summer League, a Las Vegas Summer League. I mean, it was absolutely fantastic to watch. I mean, this guy's so electric, so good. I mean, he's going to, I think, I'll tell you right now, I think, don't be surprised when 4 years the Timberwolves are really final contenders. If we say Karl-Anthony Towns is the best player, and then Kris Dunn is the second best player, leaving Andrew Wiggins only as the third best player on the team, I think Kris Dunn is absolutely fantastic. Really good defender as well, had a number of steals. He's looked spectacular. And that three-point shot is also going down. And if he gets that down consistently, man, y'all are in trouble. We have Buddy Hield struggling, not shooting well at all, needs to adjust to the NBA talent. He's a hard worker, so I think he will. But the main concern I have is that Jamal Murray is really showing him up right now. Jamal Murray brought it in Summer League. He shot much better than Buddy Hield. He was a better defender than Buddy Hield. And I had Hield over Murray, and I'm starting to regret that. I'll hold on. But, man, yeah, Murray's really showing up better. I thought Buddy Hield, having, gone up against so many double and triple teams and having a more, killer pull-up jumper, I thought he'd be able to be a little more effective. But right now, Jamal Murray beating him out. Jamal Murray's been really good. Buddy Hield's been struggling. Thon Maker. Okay, he's better than what I thought he'd be, but he still has his issues. So he's a really good rebounder. The guy was averaging 9.6 rebounds per game. Okay, that's great. Field goal percentage wasn't very good, 37.7. Now, he shot a good amount of threes, okay, so you want that number to go down, but my big problem with him was that he had a horrible feel for the game when I watched him. Too many turnovers, too many fouls, just lack of awareness, and I still see that. There was one game he had 10 fouls in 29 minutes of play. So you put him in the NBA, I mean, he's only going to last, if that were to happen again, 19 minutes he'd last, and he'd already be fouled out of the game. That's just a poor awareness, poor feel for the game. But he's able to rebound, okay, and he looks very mobile out there. I mean, this guy looks extremely mobile. I don't know if there's been anyone more mobile at that 7'1" height I've ever seen, ever. I mean, he looks really mobile, so I'll give him that. He's a better player than I thought he'd be. Still not sure I'd ever start him, ever. But I do believe, okay, he can definitely be a player off of the bench for you. And then you also had a couple sophomores doing really well. Emmanuel Mudiay, in the one game he played, was fantastic. Gary Harris, Devin Booker, Trey Lyles, Tyus Jones, Kelly Oubre. And this is another reason why you watch the Summer League and why it matters, because you're seeing these guys are players. It confirms, yes, they're players. They can play in the NBA. Kelly Oubre was a guy that, can even now challenge for that small forward starting spot for the Wizards. Tyus Jones retaining his roster spot. If I'm the Timberwolves, I'm trading Ricky Rubio tomorrow. Ricky Rubio will be off the Timberwolves team tomorrow because I'm so encouraged by Kris Dunn and Tyus Jones. We don't need Ricky Rubio right now because these guys are playing fantastic. I don't know why Ricky Rubio is still on the team. You have two really good budding point guards right now. That's all you need, my friends. So, overall, the Summer League, these players are pretty much what I thought they were. The only ones that surprised me was Hield struggling a little more than I thought he would earlier on, and Thon Maker being better than what I thought he'd be. But everything else, it's about what I expected from the 2016 NBA Summer League. There you go, guys. This has been the MJ Take on the Sports Fan Entertainment YouTube channel. What were your thoughts on the Summer League? Comment down below. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to like, and most importantly, to subscribe for more content. Unfortunately, this is probably going to be my last NBA video for a while, but don't worry. We have a bunch of NFL content getting ready to be thrown at you, including 10 bold predictions coming out this week. It's going to be fun here on Sports Fan Entertainment, so make sure you subscribe for more. Until next time, this has been MJ on the MJ Take, and I'm out. Peace.